Hello guys, so I'm here to update my people as to what is going on in Jamaica at this point, and I see it important and necessary for updates to be coming directly from Jamaicans, because there are content creators who are using a very dangerous, disastrous moment as clickbait to line their pockets. And not only are they using it to line their pockets, what they're doing is to belittle the strength of my people. They are belittling our infrastructure. They are belittling our growth that we have innocently worked hard to build over the years, and they are belittling our infrastructure that we have worked so hard to build over the years. And it's important to let you guys know that at this point, at least 60% of the island is still with power. We still have electricity, at least 60% of the island. It could be more than that. The side that got hit the most with this hurricane is St. Elizabeth. For other areas, there are floodings. For example, in Portland, naturally Portland is going to flood because Portland, it rains every day in Portland under normal circumstances, because Portland is a mountainous area with a lot of, trees. It has a lot of greenery. So it normally rains a lot in Portland, and it rains every day in Portland under normal circumstances. And also Portland does have a lot of rivers. So there's a lot of flooding there. The people know what to do, and people who lived close to rivers, they know that it's a hurricane to get out. So people went to shelters in advance and stuff like that. As it relates to St. Thomas, that is next door to Portland, St. Thomas will experience the same thing that Portland experiences, a lot of flooding. And because it's on the east, they got some winds too. And there are a lot of people living on the coastline. So there might be some amount of damages to home in some areas of St. Thomas. Okay. The last time I spoke to my dad, he was fine. He still had electricity and all of that jazz. So I know that, and I've seen people from St. Thomas on social media, which means that there are areas there with electricity, maybe not everywhere, but there are areas there with electricity and everything. With Portmore, St. Catherine area, they're gonna have flooding. So flooding has always been a thing with them, because those are low-lying areas, so there will be a lot of flooding. But one thing that is extremely surprising to us is the level of flooding in Mandeville. Mandeville, many people had to be evacuated out of their houses because the water level was rising, and it covered a lot of houses in that area. But so far, Kingston, it's like nothing happened in Kingston. There was some amount of wind, there was some amount of rain. When the storm hit, I slept right through it. So Kingston is peachy. Kingston is good. What else? The government is trying to raise some funds because there's a lot of significant damage to a lot of places, including hospitals. I think it's the Black River Hospital. Someone was saying that the video that was being shared on TikTok with Black River Hospital is not real. But then I saw a video, I believe it was from Prime Minister Andrew Holness, who said that Black River Hospital has in fact suffered some amount of damage, and it was significant. So I'm just coming on here, and I know that you guys are going to see some of the videos. I haven't uploaded any of the videos showing the damages on my channel over here. I do have a few videos that I can share with you guys, but I don't know if it's necessary to have so many videos all over social media. But if you guys are interested in seeing the videos, because I know that many people are active on Instagram, or I might just insert something on this video, who knows, but I believe it's important for you guys to know that a lot of what is being said, it's being exaggerated, and when you belittle a country's hard work, especially a country that walks the straight and narrow path. We have never gone into any one country and invade them and take away their oil, their gold, their money, their natural resources, trick them, rob them, hold them. We have never done that. We have worked for everything that we have. And where we haven't worked for what we have, other countries, they have donated to us. So whenever there's a country where the people are, proud citizens because they know they have worked for what they have, and when it's in the time of a natural disaster, just imagine you living in your country and you're watching someone in another town, another parish, losing their home, having to scramble under their beds to save their lives. And then other people who has no idea what that is like and may never experience what that is like. And to see you talking so bubbly and talking so enthused and telling lies, it's very disrespectful and it's extremely hurtful. You can make content, you can talk about what is going on in Jamaica because you're entitled to your opinion, and it's okay to talk about it because Melissa is a major hurricane, and naturally, we communicate through different means and methods, and everyone has their opinions, their thoughts, and their views. But when people in a country under natural disaster, there's no need to make up lies. When we had to watch our neighbors in other towns and the level of water that was just raging through their communities, and people who thought their house was safe because they have never seen anything like that, irrespective of the fact that they have experienced hurricanes before and they were expecting this to be stronger and more dangerous, they had no idea that what they were experiencing was possible. And for us to be watching our neighbors being in complete shock, and we are not close to them but not so far, and just being completely helpless, like we can't reach out to them and pull them, and for someone to sit down and make a video telling lies, you have no idea how that feels. And you will never experience that, some of you. So I have no control over people making videos, but every time I see someone telling a dangerous lie, I'll be responding to them because it's a natural disaster. It's not a normal day. There's nothing normal about that. And stop pretending as though you care when you don't. You don't have to care, but stop pretending.